Guys, what's up and welcome back. So today I wanted to come on here and do a super fun Halloween look. I've done a pop art witch look before, but I've never done just regular pop art. And of course I had to put my own spin on things. So I know typically the dots are supposed to be like red or whatever, but I wanted to go for blue because it's one of my favorite shades of blue. So that's what we did. And then I had this kind of monochromatic look. We've got pink eyes, pink lips, pink hair. Don't mind this wig. I know it's insane. But this is going to be the first video in the Halloween series this year. I'm going to do my best to put up as many videos as I possibly can, but I can't promise that there will be 31 of them. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any requests on something you would like to see me recreate or come up with, then leave it in the comment section down below, and I would absolutely love to make that happen. So to start out, I'm taking the NYX Total Control Drops. This is a really good foundation for me for this kind of look. It gives you a nice base, but it's not super heavy because you're going to be piling other products on top. And this is just a really nice, lightweight, full coverage product. I'm just stippling that all over the face. You don't have to go under your wig area if you don't want to, but any part of your face that's going to be showing, I do suggest using it. Then I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation in the shade White and mixing it with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. It took me a minute to remember what that was called, but I'm just mixing those two together to get a lighter shade. So I'm just blending that out with a Real Technique sponge, making sure to brighten up the under eyes, and I'm also using that as my eyeshadow base. This is just going to give your pink color something to really grab onto. For blush, I actually used a cream blush, and I'm not usually a fan of cream blushes, but I loved this. So I just warmed a little bit of it up on my finger and then dabbed it onto the cheeks. I went pretty ham sandwich with this blush because I wanted it to look very cartoony and fun. You know, just I want it to be really fun and pink. Animated, that's the word. And then of course we had to have a dance party because why not? This song never gets old to me for some reason. Girl power. And I applied quite a bit of blush, like way more than I would normally apply, but I feel like it really helped add to the characteristic of this individual. And then I went ahead and set the under eye in place using my Airspun translucent powder. This stuff just does a really good job of setting everything in place, and my under eyes are pretty wrinkly, so it helps smooth them out quite a bit. And I just use that to set the eye primer as well. Then I'm just taking a big old brush and sweeping away that bake. And then it's time to get out the paint. So for the paint, I just bought this palette on Amazon last year. It's lasted really well. It's just watercolor activated paints. So I just sprayed a little bit of my cucumber water in there. And then got a little detail brush and started adding in hot pink brows. I did not feel the need to cover my brows with glue or anything. I feel like if you have darker brows, it's just going to add to the characteristic of it. If you wanted to cover them, that's totally fine. It's up to you. I just didn't feel like the extra step was necessary. And I made sure to make the brows extremely bold. These look fake as can be, which is what I was going for. Like I said, I wanted to make it look very cartoony. And then for eyeshadow, I just took a pink from the BH Cosmetics Blush and Cheek Palette. I took the hot pink shade and I just swept that all in my crease. And then I took a very pale shimmery shade and put on the lid. Then for eyeliner, I just took a metallic hot pink liner from Hard Candy. I wish it would have been more of like a purple tone, but it's whatever. I liked it just fine. And it added to the monochromatic look. And then on the waterline, I added white just to make the eyes appear that much bigger. And then underneath, I took a darker pink shade just for added definition and put it really close to the lash line. And took the lighter pink shade that we used on the upper lid and used it to blend out the darker shade. I added a couple coats of my favorite mascara and then applied false lashes. Now, false lashes are not my forte, so I absolutely did not include that in here for you guys. If you want false lash guidance, I would be happy to do some research and find you some people who could lead you in the right direction, but it is definitely not your girl. And then the band on the lashes that I used was actually white, so I just went over it again with the pink liner. And then I had these little flowers from Dollar Tree. So I just took some leftover lash glue and applied them underneath my eyes. For lips, I took a liquid suede lipstick from NYX. This one is just a bright hot pink. I'll leave the shade in the description box. And then I had this white liner that I picked up a while ago. I don't remember who makes it, but like I said, I'll leave it in the description box. And I just used that to add some highlights to the lips to make them look that much bigger. Then I'm taking the black paint and a little detail brush again. I'm using that to add all the little details on the face. So I went where the cheeks are, I went over the nose and around the nose, which, by the way, this felt so weird. I don't know why, but it felt really weird. And then I added my little butt chin. I have that naturally, but I just figured why not fill it in a little more. And then I went around the lips. And you guys, this is actually how slow I really am with doing this kind of makeup. A lot of this video I've sped up just a little bit, but I wanted you guys to see just how slow that I truly am doing this stuff, because it's scary to mess stuff up. Made some faces and found a couple lines on my face and filled those in, kind of like worry lines. That one's actually a chickenpox scar, but hey, it works, right? And then I just filled in the lips a little bit. The lips looked a little bit too bland to me, so I wanted to add some shadowing in there as well. I kept looking in the mirror second guessing myself, but it all worked out okay, so whatever. Then I realized that I forgot to shade the other side of my face, and I decided to go ahead and round off the tip of my nose because I just wasn't liking the way that the nose was looking. It took me forever to figure out what shade I wanted my dots to be, but as you can see, eventually I settled on this awesome teal blue shade. And to apply the dots, all I did was get a Q-tip and dip it in the paint. Make sure your paint is extremely wet when you're doing this, otherwise the Q-tip tends to fray and can leave lines on your face as well, which I did not like. I probably changed out the Q-tip like 4 times during this process, and it probably took me about 6 or 7 minutes or so to put all the dots on my face, just because I was trying to be very careful with placement. And then I also felt like the eyes needed something, so I took some more of that black paint on the detail brush and added some to the crease to make it look like an actual crease. And then I also went around the chin and the jawline. You could definitely take this down your neck if you're going to be wearing this out. I actually suggest that you do that, but you know, whatever you want to do, just do what makes you feel most comfortable. That is it, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that it helped you out. This was very easy and inexpensive to recreate. You could use makeup you have in your makeup drawer. And that is it. Cheers till next time.